Hey everybody, Todd here. I just wanted to do a quick introduction video about who I am and why I started a Facebook page and what I'm trying to accomplish. And I figured I'd take advantage of the absolutely gorgeous weather. I live in Southwest Florida, so I'm sitting out back on my lanai and listening to the birds chirp and just enjoying. I don't know, it's probably like 74, 75 degrees, a nice breeze. It's just gorgeous out. So I thought I'd kick back out here for a little while and just enjoy that. But the reason I wanted to do this video was because I thought it'd be a great way to introduce myself to the people that I'll be working with, and for the things that we're looking to build for this future. Hopefully, you'll want to be a part of it. Hopefully, you're a like-minded person because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people with a positive attitude that want to make a difference in their lives and make a difference in other people's lives as well. Basically, people who are excited about change, about upsetting the status quo and turning their life around. Maybe changing, as I say, making their life go from a mess to a success, depending on where you're at. As for me, I guess real quick, several years ago, just a small background history of me. My life kind of went downhill really fast. I was in a bad situation, and ultimately, nobody to blame but myself. Not that I was the only one causing problems, but I let the things go on for too long, and that's on me. And long story short, I ended up in a really bad place emotionally and financially. And I don't know if you've ever been there before, but everybody talks about, being on top of the mountain, how great it feels. I don't know if you ever woke up one morning and felt like the mountain was on top of you, where there was just no hope and you weren't going to make it. Uh, I was in a place about 3.5 years ago where I had so much debt that I almost could have bought another house with it, except I had nothing to show for it whatsoever. And it was crushing. It was absolutely horrific. But I made the decision then that if I was going to change my life, then I was going to have to change me. I was going to focus on what was in my control that I could do something about. Things that if I said, okay, if I focus on this and I start making changes in this and I learn my lessons about this, that, and the other thing, what I could do to bring my life to a different place in the future. So I wouldn't always have to be in that really horrific situation. And so that's what I did, one step at a time. I never focused on perfection. One of the things I said for myself is if I go to bed at night, and even if I haven't reached the goal for the day, if what I achieved has set me further ahead than what I was when I woke up in the morning, then that's success. And the next day, I'll wake up and I'll start again from there. And just chip away at the challenges, chip away at the situation until I was able to turn my life around. And that's what I did, step by step. I kept learning things about myself, about finances, about how to conduct myself in order to take more full responsibility of my life. One of the things I realized was you will just never ever get ahead blaming other people. It doesn't matter. I totally get. I know where you're at in your life right now, but I totally get when you can point your finger at somebody and say, well, they should have done this and they shouldn't have done that and this wasn't fair. You know, you're probably absolutely correct because believe me, I've been there. I know the feeling. But what I realized is you can't control them. You can't fix them. You can't change them. You can only change yourself. And the fastest way to get ahead is to focus on the important things in your life that you can control. And the fastest way to get nowhere is to focus on the things that are beyond your control and to just keep pointing and saying, well, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. You know, that may or may not be true, but ultimately, I realized it was up to me to turn my life around and make it be the life that I actually wanted to live and live my life the way I wanted to live it. So, and this isn't a sob story or anything. Actually, it's a victory story because 3.5 years later, all of the debt is completely gone. I didn't go through bankruptcy. I didn't do credit counseling or anything like that. I created a plan for myself. I worked it with what I call OCD, obsessive compulsive determination, where it was the main thing that I focused on. I mean, everything else would get sacrificed in order to focus on this thing of once I put this massive amount of debt behind me, I knew I would never ever have to deal with it again. And so that's what I did. And 3 years later, that's exactly where I am. I have no credit card debt. My brand new car is completely paid off. Um, I'm certainly not a millionaire, but I'm no longer living under that crushing debt. And what that taught me was that I was right, and that all those guys that, Anthony Robbins and Zig Ziglar and those guys that talk about focusing on changing who you are really can change your life is absolutely correct. It's 100% true. No matter where you are in your life right now, whether you feel like you're at the bottom of a pit or whether you're waiting to take life to the next level, which is where I feel like I'm at right now, you can do it. You can make those changes and you can become that person. And by becoming that person and making those changes within who you are, you'll naturally attract success to you. You'll naturally do the things that will change the quality of your life. If you keep on doing the same habits, then obviously you're going to keep on getting the same results. But if you create new habits, if you create new beliefs in yourself, if you create new rules for how you're going to behave and what you're going to do and how you're going to respond to certain situations, you can absolutely change the quality of your life and how it feels to wake up every morning. And so what I'm looking for, I've just gotten recently involved in a new company, National Wealth Center, that's all about positive lifestyle changes. That's all about using information in order to advance the quality of our lives. And I'm 100% on board with that message, because even before I joined the company, I'm living proof. I know that that's true. I know that it works. The difference is with the National Wealth Center and working with the people there, now I'm working with a group of like-minded people. And that's what I'm looking to do is to expose this to other people who are looking to make that integral change in their life, to change themselves emotionally, change themselves physically, to change themselves financially, to change themselves their relationships, to get that good information that really does, as Anthony Robbins says, the difference that makes the difference. So that's what I'm doing right now, and that's what this introduction video is about. It's about a little bit about who I am and where I came from, and getting to know you, that I'm a real person. I've had real ups and downs. I've had real successes. I've had real losses in life, and I'm looking forward to taking life to the next level. And I'm reaching out to find out who's in that same place emotionally, who's got that obsessive, compulsive determination to either take their life from a mess to a success, or to take it from the plateau of success that they're at right now to the next level and beyond that maybe they'd never even dreamed of, but they just don't have the tools or the know-how to make that happen. In the National Wealth Center, I'm surrounded by people that have that knowledge, that walk that walk, and that have done it. And I'm using the systems and the tools that have been put in place to make that happen. So this is just an introduction video to let you know where I'm at and who I'm reaching out to. And I'm looking forward to working with like-minded individuals. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more video blogs like this. But this is just a quick introduction, and I hope to get to meet you and work with you. I'm really excited about what the future has to bring. I already know how far I can come and I can turn my life around. I've seen it happen for other people, and I want to surround myself with people that have that same mission in life. So this is Todd. I'm Todd, and I'm looking forward to working with you. You take care.